Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. When it comes to Black Ops 6, I can't deny it seems like the hype train is going full steam ahead. We got our Black Ops 6 Direct event showcasing a bunch of gameplay. I want to say one of the more informative first looks at a game that we've had maybe ever for COD, for campaign, multiplayer, zombies, and for the most part, it seems like the general perception is, yeah, this game looks like it's got a lot of potential. Now that said, a thing every year with Call of Duty is, should I pre-order or should I not pre-order? And today, I want to arm you guys with all the information you need to know about pre-ordering this year, given a whole lot of different situations going on, what platform you're playing on, what you might want to be on the lookout for, so that you can make a more informed decision of, should I pre-order this game at all? Should I maybe wait to pre-order, or should I just wait for the game to drop and I'll buy it when it's out and see what it's like? So first things first, I get the hesitancy when it comes to pre-ordering, especially not only with Call of Duty, but with gaming in general as of late. A lot of games are launching and they're very problematic. Games that you might have pre-ordered, you put that deposit down, you pre-order them on Xbox or PlayStation, whatever, it drops in day one, game's broken, game's busted, can't load on the servers, it's got all sorts of different bugs and glitches and stuff, and it's like, man, wish I didn't pre-order this, would have much rather saved my money than maybe waited a month or two and bought it then so that it was fully fixed and I could play it as normal. And that's why I'm always, saying you might want to wait and see just how the game ends up performing, whether it be through a beta or even full launch, if you are at least somewhat hesitant or somewhat concerned about a certain franchise's track record or anything of that nature. But when it comes to COD this year, pre-ordering is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be the same in some cases, but also there's a bit more to it because of certain franchise changes that have happened as of late. But initially here, Call of Duty does do a full-on rundown of all the different editions of the game. And this is important to note depending on which edition you might be looking into. Obviously, the Vault edition is sort of the main edition that we've got here. And I'll go ahead and hide the face cam so you can see all of the exact rewards here. But this is the most expensive edition. It's like 100 US, and with this you end up obviously getting all the pre-order bonuses that we'll talk about in just a minute, but then also at launch you get the Hunters versus the Hunted Operator Pack, which has a bunch of different operator skins. You get a Mastercraft collection featuring various different weapons, the Black Cell for Season 1 when that ends up going live, probably about a month after the game ends up dropping, a Gobblegum Pack for zombies, then you also instantly get access to the Woods Operator Pack in MW3 and Warzone alongside open beta early access. So that's by far and away the most flashy version of the game that you could potentially pre-order right now. Also though, the most expensive, of course. They do go through and give us this nice little graph, however, of what each edition of the game ends up including. So obviously you've got the Vault edition, which gives you absolutely everything. If you go all in on this and spend all the money necessary for it, there's not a thing you won't get here. Whereas if you just go through and you simply get the base version of the game and you pre-order this, yes, you'll still obviously get the full game. You're also going to get the Woods Operator Pack as a base pre-order bonus, and then also early access to the open beta later on this summer. Keep in mind, as I'm recording this, dates for the open beta have not been announced yet. However, with the standard version or even the cross-gen version, you do not get the Hunter versus Hunted Operator Pack, no Black Cell upgrade, no Mastercrafts, and no Gobblegums. But if you as a player end up getting the standard edition or the cross-gen edition, and then later on down the road decide you want the Vault edition, you can always upgrade to it. You obviously can't downgrade, but you can upgrade. So again, if you're the least bit hesitant as to, do I want to go all in on the Vault edition, I'd recommend waiting, buying the standard one if you know you're going to buy the game, and then later on, you're not going to miss out. You can always upgrade to the Vault if need be. Now, of course, availability this year is a little bit different. It's still going to be available on current gen and last gen, so Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, but now also on PC via the Microsoft Store, since of course Xbox now owns Activision alongside Battle.net and Steam, of course, and also through Game Pass with Xbox consoles and PC's Microsoft Store. This is very important when it comes to pre-orders if you are someone who's actively looking into getting Game Pass or potentially already has Game Pass, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on as we get throughout this blog. Pretty basic here though as far as other editions, just so you have the general knowledge. Yes, the Vault edition, there's the basic edition, and then the cross-gen edition, and then if you want a physical copy, you don't want a digital one, there is the cross-gen bundle for console, and then just the physical edition for PlayStation 5 as well. Obviously no physical editions for PC. They do also go a little bit more in depth into the Vault edition bonus here and everything that ends up coming with that, of course. course, every pre-order benefit, obviously with early access and everything going on there. Just basically putting that graph that we saw earlier into text form here. We've got the Woods Instant Unlock Operator Pack as well. And of course, the bonus operators for the Vault Edition in a, more broad picture there alongside the weapons as well. And we do actually get full details of what these are. So it actually breaks down the blueprints, which is pretty cool. There's the Plague Doctor for the AMES 85 Assault Rifle, Mind's Eye for the combat knife, pretty obvious here. It's like a dark ether camo, basically. The Scourge blueprint for the Jackal PDW SMG. We've got the Brainstorm blueprint for the LR 762 sniper, and the Unrepentant blueprint for the Marine SP shotgun. So that's actually the full details of all those blueprints. Again, Vault Edition exclusives there. The Gobblegum benefits, very basic. Black Sub benefits, very basic. Then just the basic digital edition descriptions here, nothing too out of the ordinary. Here, though, is where things get very important when it comes to pre-ordering, whether you should or shouldn't, or if you're a part of Game Pass and if this is going to sort of have a crossover with your decision to pre-order. So obviously this only applies to those interested in playing on Xbox or on PC through the Microsoft Store. So Game Pass subscribers, for players using the Xbox app on their PC with access to the Microsoft Store, you also have the option to start a Game Pass subscription and access Black Ops 6 while you are actively subscribed to select Game Pass plans, either Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass PC. Keep in mind, Black Ops 6 is going to be available as a day one title on Game Pass. So the day the game drops on October 25th, you're going to have access through Game Pass if you are an active subscriber. Now, the Vault Edition upgrade, as mentioned, you can upgrade to this at any point if you pre-order or pre-purchase the digital cross-gen or console standard edition, or you are subscribed to select Game Pass plans. You can upgrade to the Vault Edition if the upgrade is on the same platform where you initially purchased. So important to keep that in mind if you're wanting to play on multiple platforms and you get the standard edition on PC, but then you want to upgrade to the Vault on PlayStation 5. Doesn't work like that. You'd have to buy the full Vault Edition on PlayStation 5. They talk about where and how to upgrade those, but then accessing the game via a Game Pass subscription. This is what's ultra important here. So obviously it's only available on Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One and PC through the Microsoft Store. Below are explanations of what Game Pass offers, as well as Black Ops 6's edition. So they explain what Game Pass is. I think most people probably know what it is by now, but the Game Pass plans in Black Ops 6. Here's what's really important. So Game Pass Ultimate. This is how you get the most flexibility when it comes to Black Ops 6. You can play the campaign as well as the multiplayer and zombies online modes on whatever platform it's available on. Game Pass Ultimate subscribers will have access to the digital cross-gen bundle on Xbox consoles and the standard edition on PC. So with Game Pass Ultimate, you get access to the full game, campaign, multiplayer, zombies, all of it, since that's obviously the ultimate way to go. Game Pass on PC allows you to play Black Ops 6 campaign as well as multiplayer and zombies online for your PC. Game Pass PC subscribers will have access to the standard edition on PC's Microsoft Store. Game Pass console, play the Black Ops 6 campaign only on your Xbox Series X or S or Xbox One consoles. Online console multiplayer access is sold separately and is required to play the multiplayer and zombies online modes. Game Pass console subscribers will need to upgrade to Game Pass Ultimate or additionally subscribe to Game Pass Core to access these modes. So if you are exclusively a Game Pass console subscriber and you want to play multiplayer, pre-ordering through this now changes things a little bit, or having this subscription changes things a little bit because you're not going to be able to exclusively play multiplayer or play zombies online if you are purely a Game Pass console subscriber. You'll have to change over, as they mentioned, to Game Pass Ultimate or Game Pass Core. And if you're just a Game Pass Core subscriber, includes online console multiplayer access, which is required to play Black Ops 6 online modes with multiplayer and zombies, but does not qualify you to access the full game. Also note that all the benefits of Game Pass Core are included in the Game Pass Ultimate plan. So depending on which plan you have for Game Pass, if you are a Game Pass subscriber or are looking to become one, you got to be really careful with what you're subscribing to here, because you are going to be limited in access with some of them, despite the fact that technically all of these do grant you at least a level of accessibility outside of just directly Game Pass Core. Now, they do also mention that if you are subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass PC, or Game Pass Console before Black Ops 6 launches, you can also gain access to the pre-order benefits. So if you're subscribed to any of those, you'll still end up getting the Woods Woods Operator Pack, and you can get early access to the open beta. So again, if you were thinking about getting Game Pass and you were thinking about maybe pre-ordering these, it's kind of the best of both worlds if you do have one of these Game Pass subscriptions, because you're going to get the game on day one and the pre-order bonuses, while also being able to take advantage of all the other benefits of Game Pass, which just objectively I think is a pretty good deal, right? Especially if you are someone who plays a bunch of games and not just Call of Duty. But it is important to note that it kind of acts as pre-ordering if you are subscribed during the time in which these pre-order benefits are actually available. Here's another thing though that also ties into Game Pass and the idea of pre-ordering through this and playing the game through this. If you subsequently unsubscribe to Game Pass Ultimate, Game Pass PC, or Game Pass Console without having purchased Black Ops 6, you will lose access to the title. So if you're strictly playing BO6 because you have Game Pass Ultimate, for instance, and 1 month you don't want to renew it, you can't play Black Ops 6 anymore unless you go out and buy it just standalone as its own title. And then you have to then go resubscribe to one of those options there to actually play multiplayer or zombies or campaign, obviously. Then this more so focuses again back on everyone, not just Xbox exclusively, since so much of this was sort of geared and tethered towards that. Carry forward content. This could have another big impact on whether you specifically want to pre-order or not. We want to make sure that everyone starts fresh together as we move into Black Ops 6, allowing everyone to experience the Black Ops universe the way it's meant to be played, learning the era-specific weapons and gear, learning the gameplay innovations like Omni movement, and keeping that signature Black Ops style is important. Therefore, MW2 and MW3 content will not carry forward to the Black Ops 6 premium experience. We talked about this just the other day. So if you are someone who is not a Warzone player, you play multiplayer, and you want to be able to continue to use your Call of Duty content, all the stuff you got from MW2, so your Orion camo and your max level MCW, for instance, and your Pigeon Operator, that's not going to be available in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. There is no carry forward whatsoever. So if you were considering pre-ordering Black Ops 6 because it's going to be more of this, COD HQ integration stuff, that's not going to be a thing this year because it's just a brand new experience entirely for multiplayer, zombies, and campaign. They do say the one exception is Black Ops 6's Vault content, the Woods Operator Pack pre-order benefit. It's currently available in MW3, and that will carry forward into Black Ops 6, but nothing else from MW2 or MW3 is going to be playable in Black Ops 6 multiplayer. However, it is going to continue within Warzone. So Warzone with Season 1 is going to have all the MW2, MW3, and Black Ops 6 content available in it. So if you're someone who is more so a Warzone player, you use multiplayer to level up your weapons, get camos done, do operators, maybe get some other stuff done here and there, then pre-ordering maybe is more in line with what you'd want to do and what the value you'd get out of that could be. But it's really important to note the distinction there. Carry forward is not in multiplayer, carry forward is in Warzone. And then this one's also pretty important. Additional intel, pre-order benefits available now, but additional benefits are incoming. So this is why I also say maybe be a little bit hesitant with your want to just pre-order right away if you are a little bit hesitant to begin with. They say ensure you stay one step ahead by checking the official comms and everything. Pre-orders are now available at participating retailers in-game via participating platform stores and more, but even more stuff is going to be coming in the future with other benefits, whether it be more early access or maybe some other operator skins or other things like that. So while yes, if you do pre-order right now when you guys are watching this video, you'll still gain access to these additional benefits. You could also wait and see if you think those benefits are worth it and then pre-order once they're fully announced. So you're not spending money on something you don't actually know what it's going to be until it's revealed further on down the road. So I think all of that having been said, you get a much better idea of whether or not pre-ordering is right for you or which version of the game is right for you. Hopefully I gave you guys some additional knowledge that helps you make that decision if you want to spend money now, spend money later, or maybe not spend any money at all. If the video helped you out or if you just found it enjoyable, do me a favor and drop a like. It's always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out so you can guarantee you are always up to date with everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.